out there. I am Okiri Agonsuremin, introducing another episode of Public Conscience on Radio. We work in the belief that we can jointly minimize corruption by amplifying cases of investigated corruption reports by our partner organizations on the platform of the Progressive Impact Organization for Community Development, PRIMOG. Remember that Public Conscience on Radio is supported by the MacArthur Foundation. My co-anchor, Chukwudi Okolo Ugbaja, is here, and he opens up with our regular reminder on birth registration.
Thanks, Ohiria. And for you out there, we'll remind you that money paid for birth registration is money thrown away. Birth registration is free.
Free it is, so don't pay. And that is the catchword. Please don't pay for birth certificates. Birth registration in Nigeria is free. Don't be caught in the web of the corruption across the various centers where birth is being registered. And today we take you on the final lap of our inquiry into corruption in the electricity meter distribution. Of course, we are focused on this in the last couple of episodes. It is virtually your edition. That is what we have made it to be today. That as we inquire into what you have made of the information, those we have been telling you over the last couple of weeks, we have given you so much information. We have brought in so many people, the distributors and the regulators, all of them have come here, and we have also heard from you what you are going through. But today we are going to be harvesting from you what you have made of those information. Are you still in the grip of those corruption challenges that we have? What have you made of the information we have provided you in the last episodes? Are you applying for meters ahead of getting it as a procedure demands? Have you applied for it? You have not gotten your meter? Are there still estimated billings that are running through your roof? Now we will have you talk to us on the program. And we also want to let you know that in the course of the program, you have numbers to reach. We have always told you that, and we'll give more information as we interact. Chukwudi.
It's still the questions trail. Are you still being overbilled? Is the disco in your area doing anything that needs to be looked into? PRIMOG on the platform of Public Conscience on Radio is your friend.
And yes, we are throwing up this edition open to you, and you can indeed reach us with your complaints through 090-2265-6167. 090-2265-6167. Remember that this number is not for you to call in. It is for you to send us complaints. Because if you don't send the complaints to us, we wouldn't know how to put it together to send it to the relevant discourse. So remember that we will really need you to cooperate with everybody, with us, for us to be able to give you the kind of assistance that you require. We are also interested in how much you have resolved to be a party to getting things right in the metering process. Please know that we have compiled about 40 of the complaints we received in Abuja and from Enugu that is also under a disco. We have transferred those relevant information, your complaints, to all of them. And in Abuja, we have had a meeting with the AEDC, and they have started resolving some of those complaints. As at the last count, Chukwudi, we had about 39 of them we have compiled, and we had a meeting with the AEDC officials, and we are very excited that they are taking them up.
You don't wake up to beat your chest over some of the things you do in the world, but I want to say thank God for Providence that we are able, thank Providence rather, that we are able to throw in one or two bits of effort to get some of these things, resolved on behalf of the consumer out there. And remember that our intention is to eliminate the fraud and corruption associated with electricity distribution in Nigeria.
Remember that what we actually want to hear from you is what is happening to you in your area. Are you still suffering from the estimated billings you think are too high? And after you have told us, we also encourage you to send a formal information to us. Give us information, and the information will include your name, your address, where the meter is located, the meter number. That meter number is very, very important, or the contract number in your meter receipt. If you check your receipt, the estimated billings they give to you, there's a contract number. Please quote that contract number. That will enable us track the information. Go into your meter history and know if you're actually being overbilled, and we take them up on your behalf to be able to see how they can reduce. And if you have also applied for meters, we also want to get the information, the details that you were given when you applied, so that we can follow up. Give us your address, your name, and there are relevant details in the information you have. Let us have them so that we can track and follow up. You cannot apply for meter for such a long time, 3 months, 4 months, and you don't have meter. EADC, particularly in Abuja, and the DISCOs have been told by NAC, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, that they must stay by the rules of the new map that has been introduced. So if you have applied for meter and you have not gotten one for such a long time, we want to know, we want to follow up, we want to help you follow up. And our interest in the entire game, Chukwudi, is to stop the corruption that is in this process and the fraud that's associated with it. Yes. Let us take you now as we have.
Actually, some calls have been coming in, but that explanation you were putting in there was very important.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Charles from Lokogoma.
Charles from Lokogoma. Which category do you belong to? Have you applied for meter? Are you suffering overbilling, or what is the challenge?
I have applied for meter. I have my meter. I paid for my meter.
Good.
And I was told then that I'm to pay so that it is refundable, and they will refund it in giving me
units,
light or so.
Yes.
As time goes on.
Yes.
But I found out that before they gave me my meter, they had an estimated bill which I had not cleared. That was contestable, but I let that slide. But I found out that anytime I buy light, they give me, if I buy for 5,000, they give me 2,005 on my meter.
They are deducting. Right? They are deducting what you were owing, what they claim you were owing before.
The backlog. Estimated bill.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I told them, and I said, okay, what about my 60-something thousand I paid for meter? They said they are giving me in trickles in form of light. And I said, okay, I don't want this you giving me, then you take this. Okay, what are you owing me? What am I owing you? Let's settle and I pay off the balance so that I will get the value of what I buy every time. They said, no, they can't do it like that.
I was told yesterday at the meeting with the AEDC that the process of refunding money that you used to pay for meter is still on. They have probably not started in Abuja here to refund the money you paid. If you paid for 3-phase meter or single-phase meter.
Yeah.
Okay, so the process of refunding it through the provision of electricity is still on. They are still finalizing this. They will definitely return. But the other one that you mentioned is also very critical. If you know that your estimated billing was the one they are deducting, you have to watch it and see that they do not over-deduct what they have. If they do that, you have a right to ask for a printout of your meter. You juxtapose it with what you have got in the last 6 months in the estimated billing.
I can actually access my printout on online.
Good, beautiful.
But he wants to know.
So I know what the doctor has not reached what my outstanding.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay,
beautiful.
I know that.
But I can tell you, I was
thinking that if I'm owing them outstanding of 90,000 and they are owing me of 50,000, let's set it out and I balance it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I
know I'm buying light for the value I'm paying for.
I agree with. I think the modalities for return of your money through the provision of electricity is what they have not settled out. Yes. I want to hold our number. We gave you our number 09022656167. If you have a challenge, please give us your text. Give us a text message. Put all the details there, and we'll follow up.
Have you got it? 0902-265-6167. Please get in touch with us.
090 22
yes
65
yes
61
yes
67.
Thank you, sir.
And your time is up.
And we want to thank you for calling. And we want people to also interact with us through that program, that number. Tell us immediately if you cannot talk to us on phone. You are in an office, you cannot phone. Make a phone call. Please send a message to us and tell us your challenges. Let's take more calls.
The call is on.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it's Mr. Uche calling again.
Uche, thank you for always joining us. So what category? What category do you belong? What category of the challenge do you have now? Just tell us. Go straight to the point.
Okay. First of all, that light issue I complained about concerning how they transfer the bills that other people are using to my bill. Up to today, there's nothing has been done. Even though this morning my wife went out to ask the landlady, the people that own the compound, what are they doing concerning the light issue? They said they'll pay 100,000, and the 100,000 they pay, let's put it until the money completes before they will give the light. And
now, have you, Uche, have you sent us a message with the details and the details of the challenge so that we can take it up on your behalf?
Okay. I should send the details.
Yeah, please send the details to us, because if you don't send the details to us, when we get to our office, we cannot. We don't know. We cannot remember what Uche told us in precisely. I also need the meter details. If they have given you meter, if they have not given you meter, if they are giving you estimated bill, there are details there. The contract number for your account, they are all there. Send it to 09022656167. We have gotten these numbers out to enable you send to us. Thank you very much, Uche. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This is Nelson calling from Zuba.
Nelson, thank you so much. And how is Zuba this morning?
Zuba is fine.
So,
I'm just calling from Ringi Village in Zuba here.
Ringi Village. What is happening in Ringi Village? Are all of you metered now?
No, we don't have meter. It's still the estimated deal.
Have you applied?
We have not applied, but they have come to do some demographic this thing before, but nobody is talking about it now. But that's not the major problem. The thing is that the villagers are the ones that contributed money to buy the transformer here. And after, when the transformer gets fault, the villagers are the ones to gather money in order to repair the transformer again. And the bill now is even more than what we used to experience when there is light, because now the community is expanding, and the transformer cannot carry everybody now, and they are rationing it. So you have 2 days light and 1 day off. And still, the bill now is even higher than when the light was complete.
So what can you send to us now through our number? What is the complaint you are sending to us for us to follow up?
The complaint is that I want the AEDC to bring another transformer to add to the second transformer that is here, so that we can have complete light.
Okay, you are being rationed, and you don't have enough transformer to distribute the light you have. Please, don't call this number I'm giving you now. Just send your message to us 09022656167. It's just for messages only, please. Anybody who is interacting with us through that line is just messages. We have somebody else on the line. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, your name and where you are calling from, and tell us the category of your challenge.
By name Ashay Amos.
Amos is calling from
Karshi.
Karshi. Okay, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. My father had an issue in his own house about the meter.
Yes.
Last 2 months, what happened was that they came to our house and removed something from the meter.
Who did?
When they removed it, that is in the AEDC officials. So what happened now? They came the second time. They now asked my father that this meter is not an original meter. My father said, why is it so? They now he now told my father that he should go and buy recharge card. Then he should recharge the meter. So when my father bought the recharge card and he recharged the meter, and the meter refused to recharge, at that particular time, he went and reported the issue to them at the area office here in Karshi. They now refer him to Chukwe area office. What they told him that there's nothing they can do about it. The only thing that he can do is to buy another meter. So my father now said that, okay, if that is the case, because we bought this meter since 2011, we've been using this meter and we have never missed recharging this meter. So my father said, okay, for that reason, he's going to leave them with God. He has already handed over that issue to God.
So has he applied for a new meter now?
No, she has not applied.
So are you are not using light now in the house?
We are not using light.
So you had the meters you have used since 2011. The AADC officials came to say it's an old meter. It is not the one they are using now. You should apply for a new meter.
Yes, sir.
Now, I think you need to send us your own details. We have given you your number. Tell us your particular address, the number of those meter, and the story you have, so that we can find out how you can get a new meter. I think it's for you to apply for a new meter. I don't know what happened. But I think when we go to AEDC, Chukudi.
You and Dad should not relax, really. You have to adopt these procedures Ohiria, is putting on the table. Because if you relax, nothing gets done. You understand? So please do. We have another call coming in.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, okay. I had an issue some months ago.
Your name and where you are calling from, please.
My name is Gabriel, calling from Itu.
Is that where you live?
Yes.
Okay, what is the challenge?
Yes, there was a time that I noticed that I was being charged on my meter, and yet I wasn't getting any value for it.
What do you mean?
That means that, for example, if I buy unit of 5,000 naira, I will get 2.5.
Yeah, were you owing on an order estimated billing before they installed your meter?
That's what I'm trying to explain. I was told that some years ago that meter was on estimated billing, and it's a rented apartment. Of course, when I was explaining to them, they said everything summed up to 35,000. I had to pay for the 35,000 before the whole thing cleared. So, I'm almost moving out from there, but I was just wondering if that was how it should have been handled, because I, as a tenant, had to pay for what I never used.
It's a very unfortunate. That is the strategy adopted by the discos, because the landlord, before the old tenant packed out, should have had a meeting with the tenant before they pack out and take an assessment of the meter. And the advice they are giving everyone who is moving into a new house is to get the history of the meter in the house.
Very important.
That one is very important. If you don't, then you will just fall into the trap of continuing with the meter and then inheriting the challenge that is in the meter. Before you move into a house that is metered, take the meter number, talk with the landlord, and then go to AEDC and get the history, so that you tell them this is where my tenancy is beginning from. They know how to deal with it.
Don't joke with it. It's causing a lot of challenges.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Femi. I'm calling from Kubwa.
Thank you so much, Femi.
Yeah, please, I have a very serious challenge with AEDC. I moved into an apartment in precisely July last year in Kubwa, and I've been recharging my NEPA meter card. But I discovered that the rate of consumption of that meter is high. So I officially went to their office January this year to make a complaint. Did
you make that complaint in writing?
Yes, I did. I did write them.
Do you have a copy of that complaint?
The copy of the complaint was lost, but they printed out for me from their system.
Okay.
They printed something out for me to show the complaint I laid, and I have that one presently with me.
Good.
So somebody came to they followed me in that month of January to my house. They sent somebody to follow me, and they did an assessment, and it was said by the person that followed me that my meter was in tamper mode, that it's operating on manual stuff. So he took the report back to his office, and they sent him back that he should make sure that the meter is okay, because I went to them officially. I do not know what happened. I do not know what they did. They told me my meter was okay, but I discovered that it's still the same amount of money I was loading that I continue to use. But unfortunately, and very disheartening, in the month of August, they came to my house. My wife was at home and my neighbor's flat, and disconnected us. And they wrote a letter down, not a letter, they gave a bill of 51,000 that my meter is not working normally. after they disconnected us, I went to NEPA office for good 1 week. Every day I was going there. That is the area office in Ubwa. They asked me to meet their area manager or whatever. After I met the woman said it's quite unfortunate that there's nothing she can do from my hand. I have to go to Gwarimpa. The next week I was going to Gwarimpa every blessed day. And Gwarimpa said it is very unfortunate that my case is peculiar, but since they have served me the letter, I must pay the 51,000 naira. Then they will bill me for 65,000.
Now you have not told us. You have not told us the reason they bid you 51,000. Was it illegal connection?
My meter is not working normally.
fine.
It has been tampered with.
It has been tampered with.
And I told them if my meter is tampered with, who tampered with it? I moved into the house in the month of July 2003.
No. Let me
There's
just.
no point for the back and forth.
Let me
Yes.
just tell you. If
Our
you
number.
are you sure that you have taken all the necessary steps? Because if you are not satisfied with,
I've taken all the necessary steps and I've told them, as I'm talking to you, my light has been disconnected. They went as far as printing my account statement and they saw that I truly have been loading. And the consumption of this, my meter...
you know what you are going to do? You know what you are going to do, which will make your case very, very simple. What you need to do now that you are dissatisfied with AEDC, escalate your complaints to the next level. Go to NEC Consumer Complaint Center in Gwarimpa. I think they gave us the details that if you ask for NEC, the Nigerian Electricity Regulation Commission, they have a forum. They have an office in Gwarimpa where you can go and lay complaints. Maybe before these programs end, we can give you the number, because they gave us the number of that forum, who you can call on that forum. Because if you are not satisfied with AEDC, all you need to do is to escalate your complaints to the next level.
Now, the question is, my house is still under disconnection, and I told them I never tampered with it, and I will do everything possible to make sure that justice is brought into line.
That's what we are trying to help you do. That's what we are trying to help you
But
do
that's
now.
what Ohira is telling you.
the
You
justice-
escalate it, take it to the next level.
AEDC cannot help you now because they are forcing a bill that you don't believe is yours on your throat. They are forcing it down your throat. So what you need to do is to take it to the next level. Go to NEC forum and complain, and they will take it up. And I can assure you, they assured us here when they came here that Dr. Shitu told us that they will take it up and they would solve the problem. We don't want these fraudulent ways of collecting money from customers, and then they just go ahead because they have the power to cut off your light. They cut off your light and make it impossible for you to. The NEC forum number. Are you there?
Please, take a pen and paper.
Take pen and paper and write this down. The
Yes,
NEC
my pen ready. Okay,
Yeah.
What's the number?
081
081,
468
468
6222 6222
Okay, 081 468 6222.
and 5. That is 081 468 62225.
Thank you very much.
That's the number. Please, we want to also take our number because we want to help you follow up. You call us or send a message to us, please. Send a message to 090 22 65 61 and 67.
That's our own number.
That is our own number. After you have contacted the NEC office, the forum office, and you are following up, write your complaint to them. You can also copy us or call us to tell us what you have done so that we can help you to follow up.
Okay, what's your own office number?
We
just
told you.
No, you've given me.
It's Primon. It's Primon.
I crashed into the program.
It's Primon. PRIMOROG. You don't need to just send a message to that number I gave to you. We will contact you.
There's no problem.
Send a message to us and let us know what the nature. You discuss with us on phone. This is your nature of your challenge. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
My name is Joe. I'm calling you from Ushafa.
Thank you so much. How's Ushafa this morning?
Very well.
That is the Queen. That is the Queen. Right? That is the Queen City.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
I have a problem with AEDC.
What problem?
I moved into my house in 2017.
Your personal house?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We requested for meter. A sticker was placed on the gate notifying us that they have they have seen a request, they're working on it. Apparently, they now said, okay, they'll be giving me, what's it called,
estimated billing, yes.
So they started with the estimated billing for like 6 months. I was paying regularly, constantly. After 6 months, they have terminated the estimated billing. They didn't bring bill to me.
But you were still using the light. You were still using the light.
And I was still using the light. A month after, I went to them and I wrote an official letter stating that my bill has been terminated without any reason. Nothing was done. The second month, I went back again, wrote another letter, referring to my first letter. Nothing was done. And I was still using light.
You have the copies of all these letters?
I have all the copies of all these letters.
Good.
So, at a point in January, they came, wanted to disconnect my light. So I brought out all the copies of my letter. They said it was an oversight, blah, blah, blah. So afterwards, they now said, okay, my last
estimated bill, yeah.
That I should use it to reactivate my account, which I did. So they said I should pay 10,000 naira. I'm a salary earner that plans my monthly consumption considering what I had.
At the time that the estimated billing was regular, what was the average? What was the highest that you paid?
7,000.
7,000. Go ahead.
So after that time, the next bill they brought after I activated my account was 180,000.
What was that supposed to mean?
Now, and I went there. They now said it was a backlog.
Of how many months?
Which I don't know how they calculated it.
But for the period, let me get
Yes.
for the period that you
were receiving light without
payment. How long
bills.
was it?
How long was it? He's gone again.
4 months.
Oh, 4 months.
About 4 months.
And you were paying an average of 7,000.
7,000.
Okay.
Did you pay anything into your account at that period?
At that period?
Yes.
No, I did not.
You didn't pay. So they are saying now that the over 100,000 it covers that 4 months.
Okay, no problem. Which we agreed after all long affairs. So the next bill they came with was about 20,000. So I now went again to I even have a copy of the complaint letter when they said they are going to work on. Meanwhile, after I paid the first 10,000, they brought it 190,000. I paid 10,000. The next thing was 20,000. Now the subsequent bill, they now started bringing 6,000, 7,000. They regularized it.
Good.
Now, the 20,000 are the 180.
Oh God!
Well,
now, he has made his case. I just wanted to know now if they have agreed to reduce those long.
Exactly.
Obviously, but what you do, please don't bother calling us back. Just send a message. I want to remind those out there that please don't call our WhatsApp number, the 090-2265-6167 is just for messages. Please don't call our WhatsApp number because we'll not be able to take those numbers. You can send a message into our WhatsApp number.
Are we taking one more call before Adobe comes on with
Let's take one call. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
My name is Aderibigbe Isaac Taiwo.
Aderibigbe, thank you.
Calling from Peggy Resettlement in Kuje Area Council.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Metering in the community where I stay. In the last 8 weeks, some residents have applied for this meter. They are yet to be attended to.
How long?
In the last 8 weeks.
8 weeks. That is for 2 months.
2 months.
Okay, go ahead.
For over 2 months.
Yeah.
Those that have been attended to, they are having difficulty to vent, that's to recharge their meter.
Okay.
Complaints of a non-configuration of their card.
Okay.
To make it compatible with their account number.
How many people do you think are in this category?
Over 20 of residents.
20 of your residents, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I've personally gone to the area office in Kuje. I spoke to the officer in charge of the meter. And he explained to us that on daily basis they receive results. But I don't know what is difficult for AEDC to configure those meters with the card. And they are going to be assigned to a customer.
Mr. Aderibu, you are very familiar with us, and I think the Peggy community is the most organized of the communities around Abuja in Kuje area, and we appreciate the efforts of your community in organizing yourselves. These are issues that we can deal with. I think we are also working to take a town hall meeting to your community because of the outstanding issues, the payment you made for the contribution you made towards
over 20 million.
Yes, we are going to have but I think what you do. You are already familiar with our process. For this particular, yes, let us know so that we know how to take them up. But be gearing up. We'll be coming to Peggy to come and see some of those challenges, and we'll be moving in with the stakeholders to see how we can help resolve some of those long-standing challenges in your community. Thank you very much.
They have become a model at problem solving.
Thank you. Hello.
Come on, go on.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Nana, calling from Karimo.
Yeah, Nana, go ahead, please.
Okay, I have issue with AEDC. The issue is that I was overbilled.
How do you know that? How do you know that you were overbilled?
Okay, I got to know that because after applying for meter, they started with an expected billing of about 14,000. Okay, they started with 12,000, then went up to 14. We're all paying. And at a point, suddenly went up to 30-something thousand. And then I challenged it. They said there is nothing they can do this one. So I quickly wrote to a forum, Net Forum.
Okay.
Yes, good.
They invited us. We had a meeting, me and them. Before we went to forum, they quickly brought a meter for me. Before the forum meeting, they brought a meter for me immediately. And this meter I've been asking for a very long time. So they quickly brought the meter. When we went to forum, they now said, yes, that they've given me meter. That there is no case again. And I said, no, there is a case of overbidding. So now the forum ruled that they should use my 3 months pending to reconcile my account. And they should not migrate any amount from my meter to the meter until that reconciliation is done. And I'm going to know how much I'm owing.
Have they complied with that?
They did not.
Please, can you send us your details, and then we also encourage you to go back to NEC. I'm happy that you are one of those who have the patience.
Follow the procedure.
Yeah, you follow the procedure. I can assure you that NEC will look into it, and if they have collected money from you, they will return it. That is what I can assure you.
I have actually gone back to NEC.
Yeah.
They said I should appeal to the NEC.
Go to the NEC level, yes.
NEC.
Yes.
I have done. I have not heard anything also.
Please send a message to us.
Follow up.
Send a message to us 09022656167. I know that we have a lot of calls coming in, but let us just get some. Okay, let's take this last one, and then we get from Adobe. For those who will be sending us messages. Hello.
You're there.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
My name is Moses A. Michael. I'm calling from Niger State by New Guazu.
Okay, by New Guazu.
Yes.
Okay, that is under AEDC.
Yes.
Go on.
I'm living there.
Go on.
My complaint is that I pay for my meter almost 2 months now. They've been telling me I should come today, come tomorrow, in our area NEPA office.
How long ago did you pay?
2 months.
Yes, I pay almost 2 months now.
Okay.
They've been telling me I should come. Other people that we pay together with them.
Your case is very straightforward. You have paid, they have not supplied you. Please send a message to us. We'll help you to follow it up. We'll help you to follow it. But let's just hold on the call now, and then take messages from Adaobi Obiabumo. Let's see those who are interacting with us through our WhatsApp.
Obi from Madala, he said he has paid for meter for over 1 month, but he's yet to receive the meter. Mike wants to know if prepaid meter is free. And Hamzi wants to know the steps to take for applying for meter. Paul from Kurudu said his meter has a different name and address. He wants to know how to correct the mistake. While Mrs. Achebe from Suleja said she is overbilled by AEDC. She was previously billed 24,000, and last month she was given a bill of 28,000.
So let's just go one after the other. Number one says what?
He has already applied for meter.
He has not gotten it.
But he hasn't gotten
You
it.
please wait until you get a message from AEDC with a contract number and an account number and the name of the company to pay to. Please do not pay into anything, but follow up. Send us a message. We'll help you follow up. We are giving you the number we'll give you the number all over again. Just listen, and then we'll give you this same number that you have sent a text message to now is the same number that you are going to forward your complaints to us. Please put all the details. If you already have estimated billing, remember to include your contract. It's in your bill. Your contract number is there. If it is possible, your meter number, please. Your meter number, if you have. And if you have just applied, you haven't gotten anything, give us your details. We'll follow it up. The second one wants what?
Mike wants to know if prepaid meter is free.
Prepaid meter is free in a sense, but you pay money first. You pay money first, then they will return the money to you in the course of your consumption of electricity. They are working out the modalities on how to refund your money, but you pay. If you are asking for a 3-phase meter, there's an amount. A single-phase meter, there's an amount. They will tell you how do you go about it. And for those who want to know the processes of going to apply for a meter, is very easy. AEDC offices or the disco offices all over the place, all over Nigeria, all the discos, they have offices close to you. Go and find out from them how to apply. There's a form you will fill. If you cannot do it online by yourself, they will tell you how to go about doing it so that you can go away from this estimated billing that is getting some people crazy every month.
What's the next one?
The next question, that's what he just answered. He wants to know the steps in applying for.
Those are the steps. Just go to the disco office. If you are around Abuja, go to AEDC office. If you are in Benin, go to the Benin disco. If you are in Enugu, go to the disco around. They have all their offices around you where you actually make inquiries about your electricity. There are those to help you. If you are in Lagos, we have how many discos in Lagos? Go to the office that is close to you and you are able to do. Of course, you know that this program is syndicated around the whole of Nigeria. So wherever you are listening to us, if you have a challenge with the electricity distribution, your metering process, go to the nearest office to you. And if you have a challenge, please send a message to us. And we can reach them wherever they are in Nigeria. They are within our reach, and we can call them, we can talk to them, and also send your details to them.
Remember, they are all under NERC. So when you tell us what the problem is, we get in touch with NERC, and they reach them wherever they are in the country.
We can go back to our phone calls now. Remember that our studio numbers 094600-951. Let's see who is talking to us. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you are calling from?
Yeah, my name is Ojo.
Ojo, thank
I'm
you.
calling from Central area.
Where do you live?
But I reside in Duse Makaranta.
Okay, Duse Makaranta.
Yeah, yes, sir. My complaint is on behalf of my.
On behalf of who?
My community.
What's the name of community? Duse Makaranta?
Yeah, Duse Makaranta by Shiron Bakery Transformer.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll send a message to your WhatsApp line.
Good.
Let me see, complain it formally.
And just make it short, since you have talked to us on the WhatsApp line.
Yes, sir. We have Buhari division. What actually happened is when he take over the transformer from our community, when he make actually hand over to them, we are having full everyday light. But immediately they take over, forcefully take over, the transformer was vandalized, destroyed somehow. When they now replace it, and since that time going to 4 years, like no more than, we have been on shunning. Now, community now put all money to build another station. I told them that they should give us another transformer that one can carry the community. They refuse to do it. Then the community contributed money, build another transformer, put transformer and do the networking by a retired NEPA officer. We write to them in that they will not go ahead. When we finish for them to come and power it, they say we should do one or two things. We actually went to the office in the town. They say we should pay so amount to an account, this government account, which we did. They say we come and give them the receipt. We gave them the receipt, sir. 4 years down the line, until now, they have not come to power it.
Have you? Where you said you have already sent a message to them, but for the purpose of those who are listening to us and you, have you? What's the last complaint you made to them?
The last complaint we made to them.
Yes.
We have to do a peaceful protest. Then the new manager that was posted to Buhari have to come. When he came, he promised that they'll come and power it. But I tell you, going to 6 months now, nothing has happened.
Duse Makarata, please, what we'll do is that, since you have sent us a message, what's your name again, sir? Ojo?
Yes.
Okay, we'll get back to you, and then we will find out how to get into Duse Makarata with AEDC to see how you will resolve.
They should have got to NEC by now.
No, but if they are still with the AEDC, then we'll see if we are going to escalate it to NEC. Okay. We'll know if it is possible to go to NEC.
Yes.
Hello,
good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
This is Oris calling from Utako.
Yeah, go ahead, please, Oris.
Well, what I wanted to complain about, somebody has complained the similar thing, and you have already given us the guideline how to go, which I'm going to phone. But I want to speak on general aspects of the AEDC staff and even the company themselves.
You have only 30 seconds.
30 seconds, because our time is up. We'll have to go now.
Very good. And I think it's a company. And a company that they are generating revenue from. Why is it that if pole fall, or transformer square, or any wire cut, they will be waiting for the people around that area to contribute money together to go and buy the pole or buy the wire, and they still call them, pay them to go and do it. They will never come with it. And again, their staff are always ready to cut less at any time because of the money they will
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You managed to build your anger into your comment.
Well, those are the things we are following. Of course, Chukwudi, our business, Primog here, with Public Conscience on Radio, is to reduce the corruption and the frauds that is in the system. If we can help you resolve your problem, you get your meter and get AEDC or any of the discos to solve the problem, it means that you are not part of those trapped in the corruption.
And one begins to feel that we are easing the process, as it were. Look at the kind of complaints coming in now and what procedures they are following.
So, but we have to stop now.
Yes.
When we come back, by the time we come back next week, we will come back with another episode of the program, and we are addressing all the problems that are associated with retail corruption, particularly in Nigeria, and we need to get you to be part of what we are doing with all your complaints. We have told you earlier that if you want to reach us with all your complaints, please remember 090-2265-6167. 090-2265-6167. And this is one way of making it sure that we do all the things correctly. When we come back next, we will have another episode for you. But before we go, I want to remind you that the birth registration process, including the birth certificate, is free of charge. Don't pay to get birth certificates for your children and wards. And we also want to quickly appreciate the Makato Foundation that supports us in the production of this program.
I think it's been another outing we all have to be proud of, because people are beginning to see an avenue to resolve their problems with the discourse. I think it's quite salutable.
My name is Okiri Agbonsuremi, and remember that all of us can make it possible for corruption to be eliminated in Nigeria.